Hi, this is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 285. There's a story of two wolves, and I know you've heard it before. The story is of a grandfather using a metaphor of two wolves fighting within him to explain his inner conflicts to his grandson. When the grandson asks, which wolf wins? The grandfather answers, quote, whichever one you feed. Whichever one you feed. There's a war going on inside of you. Let's just take diet, for example, okay? But there's a million different areas of war inside of you right now. But there is a healthy vegan inside of you. There's a healthy version of yourself inside of you. And there's also that other version of you, that obese, that depressed, that embarrassed, that lazy, that weak, that miserable person. They're inside of you. And I'm just describing the words that I used to be. So there's a raw vegan inside of me, and there's a miserable Jeanette inside of me that just ate all the stuff that I really, really, really loved, but I hated because it didn't love me back. Whichever Jeanette I feed is the Jeanette that's going to win. I want you to see yourself as having two people inside of you. Which one are you feeding? Which one do you want to be? Let's look at our confidence and our self-esteem. There's two versions of you inside of you. One doesn't feel good enough. One version doesn't know her fucking worth. And she's never going to get what she wants because she doesn't feel worthy of it. Because she thinks she's not as talented as someone else. She's not as pretty. She's not as smart. She's not as disciplined. She's not as confident. She's not as talented as someone else. And so she's going to let her life pass her fucking by. And she's not going to do what she really, really wants to do. She's not going to take chances. She's not going to be in the relationship of her dreams. I'm going to try to not curse so much. She's not going to ever fulfill her potential. She's not going to go for that promotion or that business she wants to create. She's not going to lose weight. She's not going to get the most amazing body that she could have because she doesn't feel worthy of it. And she's talking down to herself all the time. And when people compliment her, she says, no, that's not true. This old thing. And she's looking in the mirror and she's seeing all the things she doesn't like. Well, that's one version of Jeanette. And then there's another version of me that knows that God doesn't make any mistakes. And if I was good enough to be created by God, then I'm good enough. Period. There's a Jeanette inside of me that knows that if one person can do something, so can I. There's a part of me that knows that confidence just simply comes from reps. Repetition equals results. So if I want to have abs, if I want to lose weight, if I want to have clear skin, if I want to grow my hair, if I want to get healthy, if I want to stop having constipation and IBS and farts and the stomach pains I used to have, if I want to stop having migraines, all I need to do is put in the reps of someone who doesn't have those things. What do they eat? What do they do? Do they exercise? Do they get into nature? Do they prioritize sleep? Do they shut their phone off at 9 p.m.? The person I want to be versus the person I really, really don't want to be. Which one am I going to feed? That's why I wake up every morning, I go to the mirror, and on the mirror it says, I am enough. It says, I am loved, I am beautiful, and I am worthy. Okay, and I have all these affirmations above my mirror, around my mirror, and it says, good things are supposed to happen to me. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a fruit cafe near my house, and I help people for a living. I've been saying that for years, And guess what? I help people for a living, and I will have a fruit cafe by my house. I will. I want it to be by my house so that I don't have to waste time commuting. I just want to live there. I have affirmations like, I love to sweat. I love to exercise. And guess what? I love to sweat now. I didn't used to, but now that I've been feeding that version of myself over and over and over these words, I've reprogrammed my subconscious, and I love to exercise. And I have one. My body is a sacred temple that I work on every day. How you like that one? I have another affirmation on my mirror. Repetition equals results. Yep. Results change the world, not words. Yeah, I really like to see that every day because I want to inspire the world. Truly, I want to inspire 1 billion people to stop eating dead animal body parts and eat fruit instead. And there's no way that they're going to do it just listening to my words. They're going to do it by looking at my results. And that's you as well. If you want to inspire your friends and family, if you want your loved ones to live a long, healthy, happy life, you got to get the results because they don't give a fuck about anything else. When you get the results, then people will start paying attention to you. Because you know what's crazy? I have a bunch of friends in this raw vegan community that have all these degrees, that have all this, they have all these credentials, and they have all these books, and they have everything going for them, but they don't have the results. So nobody buys their courses. Nobody signs up for their coaching. Nobody's buying their books. They don't have the results. Why? They're not doing all the other things. And they're not, it's a long story, but let's not get into it. They're doing juice cleanses and shit. When you do a juice cleanse, you're setting yourself up. It's fasting in any way. That's a water fast, a dry fast, a juice fast. Fasting is the fastest way to end up back in McDonald's. Quote me on that one, Tessa. Okay? So those are just a few of my affirmations. I really like good things are supposed to happen to me. I like that one a lot. And so every time I read these affirmations, every time I say I love you when I look in the mirror, every time I say I am worthy, I'm feeding the Jeanette that is confident, that is happy, that's healthy, that feels good, that's comfortable in her own skin. You see, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable in your own skin. Society will teach you that no, that's what narcissism is. And I know people that think I'm a narcissist. They don't know me. I've had comments from people online. I've heard people say this behind my back. And then my friends told me, this person called me a narcissist before they even met me. Why am I a narcissist? Because I feel worthy and deserving of the life that I want, because I'm willing to work hard for the life that I have and the future that I want, because I say I love you in the mirror, because I say you're beautiful. That makes me a narcissist. Okay, I guess I'm a narcissist. I'll be a narcissist, inspiring the world with a fruit cafe, living my life, feeling good in my body, feeling confident, having no health issues. I'd rather be called a narcissist than be suffering like the rest of society, feeling not good enough, not worthy and deserving, and wasting my potential. See, I believe in the Creator, and I don't want to disrespect him or her by wasting my potential, wasting my time here. I don't know if there's an afterlife, but if there is, I'm not wasting it. I'm not wasting my time here, because they're going to ask me, Jeanette, why did you wait until you were dead to live? Why did you wait so long? You had 38 years to open that fruit cafe. What were you waiting for? You had 38 years to say I love you in the mirror and start working on yourself. Stop complaining and start training. What were you waiting for? And the truth is, you're waiting to feel motivated, and you're waiting to feed that person inside of you. But you can't wait. You got to do it now. You got to do it now. Please remember this, okay? You got two versions inside of you. You got a healthy one, and you got a unhealthy one. And it's up to you to determine which one you are feeding. Not just physically with food. That's a big part of it. But mentally, what are you listening to? What are you saying? What are you looking at every day? Are you wasting time reading nonsense? Gossip blogs? Fashion blogs? Okay, if that helps you relax, or you're in the fashion industry. But you got to start reading positive, uplifting things, affirmations. You got to start listening to people like Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay. Start listening to people like Goggins and Jocko and Andy Frisella. And, there's so many. Find somebody positive. Tony Gaskins. Find somebody that you relate to and that you like the sound of their voice. Oh, I don't know. Ms.FitVegan. Right? I was talking about liking the sound of somebody's voice, so that reminded me of me. Just kidding. I'm a narcissist. Yep. They probably listen to this podcast. But anyway, okay, so that's that. I just want to say thank you very much for listening. See, if you're listening to this podcast, I always forget that I'm famous. If you're listening to the Ms.FitVegan podcast, you're definitely someone who is feeding the healthy version of themselves. And I'm so proud of you because there's a million podcasts that you can listen to. You can listen to podcasts on celebrity gossip, on, like just bullshit, just like waste of time. You're actually here because you're learning. You want to be your best version. You are becoming your best version. You're getting healthier every single day. And that's why we connect. Because, I don't know everything. But I do know, seriously, this is what I do know. If one person can do something, then so can another. And if your goal is to be happy and healthy and whole and fit and rich and fulfilled and in love and have abundance, you can do it because millions of other people have done it. And I'm proud of you for being here. And I want you to feed the version of you that you want.